Hello and welcome to New Filmmakers Los Angeles. I am delighted to be joined. We're going from Los Angeles to Mexico City today with Laura. How are you doing, Laura?
I'm great. Thank you so much, Danny. Maybe my internet's a bit unstable. I'm sorry in advance for that, but I'm really excited to be here and
Oh,
very thankful with with the New Filmmakers Film Festival for this amazing opportunity. It's been a great festival. It's treated us like like rock stars. So I'm super thankful and I love it. I feel part of it already.
well, you're part of our filmmaking family, and we're so glad that you had an amazing experience because that's all you deserve, and you are a rock star. So that's what you get. For those that haven't seen Barrett, let's take a look at a clip. Laura, I want to give you a big hug if I could, because I'm so glad that you made this film. Okay, it's such an important film on so many different levels. But for those that haven't seen the film yet, that are watching this, tell us a brief synopsis of the film.
All right. Thank you so much. Viral, it's a story about a teenager, a very fierce Latin teenager, whose nude photographs are shared through the internet without her consent. And it's a journey with her to regain her worth, her trust, and her power back, despite the judgment from everybody around her. Um, it's a I feel like it's a very important story for me as a woman, and I'm looking forward to present it as many times as possible so that it reaches as many women as possible with this message that you are not the shitty things that happen to you. You actually are the power you get back when you recover, when you decide to recover and you decide that you only need yourself. So that's what I was trying to do with this story.
You did it so well. I mean, I think this film needs to be screened at every high school in the world. And because it's that important. There's a horrible double standard, for women and men in this situation. And it's so horrible how a woman could be treated, in this disgusting situation. We should all be angry at the guy and berating him, not her, right? And and this is something that happens today. And I'm just curious for you, because I know you really wanted to create inspiration with this story. Like, where did it come from that you wanted to turn this idea into a film?
Well, I actually started writing it like 8 years ago with my best friend and the photographer of the film. But I just we started writing it when when all these nudes started filtrating in the internet from these movie stars, and
Yeah.
it began a conversation about whose fault was it, which was very it was very annoying to me that people were discussing whose fault was it. I mean,
Right.
because I mean, for me, it definitely never the fault of the people that shares the photographs. It's the fault of the people that invade that privacy and that think that because a woman or a person decides to express their sexuality in a way, then they deserve this kind of fate of being raped.
Yeah.
Their privacy is being raped. So I was very upset because of that weird conversation that started flowing with the people I knew and the media. So that's why I wrote this story with my friend, because one, I believe that we have to show that it's super stupid to blame the victim in the situation, because you
Yep.
just end up making the girl or the victim, you just make it more of a victim. I don't know
Yeah.
how to express it in that way, but so it was important to me that it didn't end up being just another story about a victim that goes through a really shitty situation and then she's ruined forever. No, I really didn't want that. I wanted uh, a story that covered a really shitty situation, but then presented another option, or another way that this woman can recover their trust and worth
Yeah.
and power. And that's actually something that just currently happening in Mexico, the ley Olimpia, Olympia law. And it's basically to make it illegal for someone to share their files through the internet. So
Oh, great.
that's exactly why, yeah, it was great. And this girl Olympia was a really huge um, inspiration to me for this story, because that's what
Yeah.
I really want to focus in my stories and in my films. You can go through shitty situations and that sucks, but you do have the power to do something about it,
Yeah.
and then, reborn. so
You did
so
it
yeah,
so
that
you
that,
did
that
it so
was.
well, Laura. You did it so well. Like, I mean,
Thank you so
it
much.
brought chills. It made me cry because this unfortunately happens, and particularly usually the victims of this are women. And it was so great just to see this character's journey of getting their power back. And rising up above these horrible people that just not just the person that did it, but also the people around them as well. And I thought the acting was incredible, which leads me to say, tell us a little bit about your actors, because I was super impressed.
That's awesome. That's really awesome to hear, because yeah, I was really lucky actually. The first guy that I met, it's Herman, which well, he plays Roberto, the guy that did all of this, the guy that we hate. He's a super sweetheart, by the way. He's super smart. He's super talented. He's one of my best friends. He's awesome. And I met him in a TV series we were shooting here in Mexico. I was working as a first assistant director, and I told him the story. He loved it, and then he said, you should talk to this girl. She's called Carla, and she's really talented. I've worked with her before, and we have a lot of chemistry, so that could work. So I sent Carla a message through Instagram, and she is the best friend of another actress I directed for another short film, which I think was great because I had like a good reference. And I shared the story with her, and of course I was nervous because since the beginning, this had to end the way it ended. I don't want to spoil, but it had to end that way, and it meant that my actress had to trust the story and her director a lot. It was a very big step for her. So it was very important to me that she felt identified with the story, with the character, and with me. And so we met, we had a coffee, we started talking, and I think we both fell in love with each other. um, and I knew since the beginning that she was the Kika that I was imagining, like 8 years ago. It was
Mm.
awesome. I even felt like it was so good. So I was so blessed that I didn't do my short film 8 years ago, because I just didn't feel the script was ready. But it had to be that way because I needed Carla. Carla Del to be my actress, and she had to grow and to take another projects and become even more talented than she is. And I had to meet her in this precise moment where we had to tell this story. So that was it.
I
It has to
love
do
that.
with, yeah, it was beautiful, and it had to do with uh, a little bit of waiting for the right girl for the character that I was writing, and then just talking and talking and talking and sharing all our ideas about feminism, about
Yeah,
what the woman should aspire to, to own her own power. And so yeah, we just fell in love. We started rehearsing. We had rehearsals with the two of them. They obviously had a super huge chemistry. It was actually very nice to shoot them together, because they just made me feel even like hot. I don't know
yeah,
how
yeah.
to
No, of
say. Yeah,
course. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, yeah. Sorry, please continue.
Well, so yeah, we practiced a lot, and we trusted each other, and how can I say it? I think that it was important to me to ask her, do you feel like this is the best you can do, that this is the
Yeah,
best performance you can do for this scene? And she is also very perfectionist,
yeah.
so she was the one that told me, no, I can do better, I can do it even deeper. So
Oh wow.
that's what we did, and then we started just scratching and scratching and scratching the character um through
I
her.
love your process.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I love
was.
your process. Yeah.
Thank you.
No, I mean honestly, yeah.
This is a story totally that depends totally on the acting. So it was very important to me that it was a very strong acting. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I had to do with her, and we did it in team. I'm just so lucky to have her in my lab, and I love her. She's super talented, and I want to keep working with her and with her
Together,
man as
yeah.
well. Yeah.
Well, you're a great director, so they're lucky to have you too, you know.
Thank you.
I have to say, like, this has been a joy to have you part of New Filmmakers LA. But of course, as you know, this program was in partnership with the Academy, which is very exciting too. How has that whole experience been for you?
Wow, it was literally a dream come true. It felt like, wow, I'm
Oh,
really walking the right path, because I think that we all, or maybe in general, most filmmakers dream, about this academy recognition. So I'm strongly hoping to be there one day, and
yes, 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 yes.
yeah, yes. So it was a huge step for me, and of course, it was very impressive to my friends, to my family, and they were really talking about how far this film festival was taking um, my vision as a director, and I really hope it
Yeah,
does, and I really feel it like
of
that. So
course.
yeah, it was
Yeah, no, you
it was a
deserve
very
it, Laura.
amazing
You deserve it.
thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you so much.
you really do.
You're
What
gonna make
is
me cry
next
on
for you?
camera.
Oh, you could, yeah. Don't, don't, hey, listen, you deserve it. And as I say, this film needs to be seen far and wide, because it's that important. And you're really making a stand for victims. In this case, I don't think it's really. I'm happy that Mexico have taken a step to do that. To make it illegal. But you're given a great platform for this to people to really understand how desperately emotional this can be for a person that of this. So again, great job. Laura, what is next for you?
Oh, well, I'm writing my first feature film, and well, I'm writing both two films. first feature films. So
Great.
I'm currently focusing on finding a way to make it happen, to make my first feature film, and just keep doing films. I love it. I've been working as a first assistant director for like 4 years, and I've I've loved the projects I've worked on, and the directors I've worked for. I've learned a lot from them. But what fills my heart, what makes me feel connected, I guess, to the universe, to life, it's being on set and directing my own story. So I'm just gonna focus on that. I just want to direct, and I'm gonna make everything in my hands to make it happen. So
Good,
yeah.
because we need your stories. Your stories are great. So no,
Thank
thank
you.
you so much. Well, listen, Laura, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to chat with you. We're so happy you're part of the New Filmmakers LA family now, and just keep making wonderful more stories for us, please.
Oh, thank you so much. It's been the greatest experience. Thank you, all of the team, because you've treated us like so specially. That it kind of sometimes feels like this can't be happen. This can't be real. It can't be like this. But it has, and I've loved every single step of it, and I love the questions and answers session. I loved all the
Yeah.
industry meetings, and I especially love the all the filmmakers that I
Oh, I
met,
know you're a
wonderful
special
filmmakers
group.
that I met. And, and
Yeah,
and we've made like a WhatsApp group, and we've been
I heard
chatting, and
this. I'm
yes,
like,
yes,
that's
we're becoming
wonderful.
we're becoming friends. Yeah, so I'm
Oh,
I'm super excited for that, because I know that when I get to go to Los Angeles, I'm gonna
yes.
have family there, and it's
Oh, a
the
hundred
New
percent.
Filmmakers Film Festival, and my team
Oh,
members.
I love it. I love hearing this. This is great. Laura, you're so deserving. I'm really looking forward to meeting you in person, but thank you so much for bringing viral to us. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, for the space, and for all the learning experience I got just in 1 week. My mind is gonna blow,
Thank you.
from everything I learned. Thank you so much.